CARBINE Chemicals Maltese Cup. Front line starting to take shape. And the mobile moving a bit quicker this time. On the inside, double standards, Artois Stone, Misperception, She's from Heaven, Farewell Hanover. They're all set to go. Race 3, CARBINE Chemicals Maltese Cup. Blue light comes on and away they go, and outside here looks like the pace is going to come from She's from Heaven. In between it there is Misperception, and pushing up on the inside Artois Stone, and they're going around that corner together. It's Artois Stone, Misperception went for a bit of a gallop there, 3 wide there, She's from Heaven, then further back then, Double Standards, Wrinkle Nuts got into a good spot, then next one there in the running line is He's a Bomber Boy, then further back then, Farewell Hanover, and going for a gallop down the back straight there is You've Got to Believe It, which is about 100 odd metres off the leader. And in front, Artois Stone. Outside it, Misperception, still out 3 wide. She's from Heaven trying to slot in there to the 1-1. Then further back then is Double Standards. Next one in the running line there is Wrinkle Nut. Got into a good spot from that second line draw, as did He's a Bomber Boy. Farewell Hanover, the next one, and now making up some ground is You've Got to Believe It. This leader steadies them up in front, and it's Artois Stone. On the inside, Double Standards. Outside the leader is Misperception. Then 1 out, 1 back is She's from Heaven. Back on the markers. 3 back on the inside is Farewell Hanover. Outside it is Wrinkle Nut. Then He's a Bomber Boy. And the last one that has caught them now is You've Got to Believe It. Down the back. And this leader, slowing them up in front, Artois Stone. Up on the outside is Misperception. Behind the leader is one there in Double Stands. All these horses are over a tight hole. Then further back, She's from Heaven. 3 back on the markers is Farewell Hanover. Outside it is Wrinkle Nut. He's a Bomber Boy. Now this last one is coming around them now. You've Got to Believe It. The pace is just about walking. And this driver's caught them napping in front. And it's a good drive. He's come from the last. You've Got to Believe It. And he takes over in front from Artois Stone. Misperception. The other drivers, they must have went to sleep. Then further back then is Double Standards. Outside is She's from Heaven. Then getting up on the inside, Farewell Hanover. Also there is Wrinkle Nut. The last one, He's a Bomber Boy. Down the back. And it's You've Got to Believe It. Outside it there now is Artois Stone, Double Standards, Misperception. Further back then, running 5th, is one there on the inside, looks like Farewell Hanover. Outside She's from Heaven, then Wrinkle Nut shuffled back, and so was He's a Bomber Boy. At the top of the straight, they're going to get the bell this lap. And this leader, You've Got to Believe It. And in second placing, Artois Stone had to come to the outside. Then further back then is Double Standards, Misperception, Farewell Hanover. Then further back then, She's from Heaven. Wrinkle Nut's trying to get out now. And then the last one is He's a Bomber Boy. The leader, it missed the start and give them 100 metres, and it's in front. You've Got to Believe It. Then further back then is one on the outside there is Artois Stone. Double Standards got nowhere to go. Misperception, then Farewell Hanover. She's from Heaven. These back markers, they've got to get some move on now. He's a Bomber Boy and Wrinkle Nuts right out 6 wide. The leader, as he pinched it, You've Got to Believe It. It's a good run in front. Getting up there now, Double Standards. It's sat behind there in second spot. Double Standards now up after You've Got to Believe It. Double Standards, You've Got to Believe It. Then Double Standards with the easy run. It wins. What would have happened if that would have You've Got to Believe It didn't bomb the start? Then further back then, Misperception. Artois Stone, he's a Bomber Boy. Then we got Farewell Hanover. Wrinkle Nut didn't run on the last one, She's from Heaven.